Boom, welcome back to Challenge Yourself. I appreciate your time. Like, subscribe, most importantly, pay attention. All right, so the challenge of this week is change. Now let's face it, change is never fun, especially accepting. See, everyone likes staying in their own comfort zone, and that's understandable. They don't call it a comfort zone for no reason. Now, change, it happens to us all, right? That's a part of life. Unfortunately, sometimes the changes that we're faced with are under negative circumstances. Now, while some change is undeniably good, one thing that is for sure is sometimes when change does come, it comes with some form of disruption. The good news is that embracing this change is not as difficult as you would assume it is. Once you start looking at change as a good thing, you'll be surprised how many positive effects you will see that come out of the change, even if it's out of a negative experience. Now, what I'm going to do is lay out 7 different reasons on why embracing change is good, and hopefully it's a habit that you can take down the road with you. Alright? Okay, so number 1, change helps you grow. Now, even from a physical standpoint, stretch marks, all of that is a symbol of growth. Now, it tends to hurt to grow, even physically, hence growing pains, right? So my point is that usually some type of change is always alluding to some form of growth. Most importantly, change forces us to adapt in ways that we've never experienced. Now, that alone could be a major drive for any type of growth and development. So number 2, change teaches you flexibility. Once you are receptive to change, the way you adapt to it is often quicker than someone who is not used to change. If you're in a precarious situation, because you are used to adapting yourself when things change, when things get bad for you, you always look at things in a more settled manner just because of the fact that you've been through something like this before. What I like to do is try to think of change as something that is getting you out of a rut, so to speak. See, when we get stuck in some sort of limbo, usually change is what kind of shakes us out of it. And by embracing change head on, you teach yourself not to be so set in your ways because you understand the fact of adapting to different circumstances. And number 3, change, most importantly, it can challenge your values and your beliefs. Reacting to change usually forces you to reevaluate your perception of what is changing. So this is not bad. If you are devoutly religious, this is not turning your religion or your faith on its head. What it's doing is it's challenging your beliefs and causes you to reevaluate what you subscribe to, which is healthy for anything that you follow. But if you're open to learning new solutions to a problem, this is a way that you can challenge yourself to do so. Ultimately, change could only just reinforce the trust that you have in the belief system that you already hold, or you become stronger as an individual. Number 4, change reveals your strengths. You see, without being forced to accept change, you might never know the true measure of your own strength. Most importantly, the ability to adapt in new situations and circumstances. And number 5, change makes you more compassionate. Understanding the differences, especially in people personalities, is what makes you more well-rounded, even in regards to communicating with all those different types of people. You see, when you get too comfortable in your own environment, your own perception, and your own ideology, it makes it more difficult for you to understand what other people may be going through. Hence, the change of you separating from what you're used to could make you understand what others go through when they are in similar circumstances. What change does is encourages you to be more empathetic with people who might be going through the same thing that you are going through when considering what other people's choices may be, even if they differ from yours. Number 6, now change breaks up routine. Now, some routines are definitely good for you. Brushing your teeth, don't stop doing that. Taking a shower, please do not stop doing that. Now, some routines, unfortunately, if exaggerated, can lead to depression and even anxiety, and most importantly, stress. By breaking up routines, change keeps your mind active, and so your mind doesn't get fixated on negative thought patterns. And most importantly, the last one, number 7, change offers opportunity. You know, sometimes you might lose a job, something might happen to you, but you never know, something even better might come out of that. It's just about how you look at it and how you approach it. By changing the way you live or the way you look at something, just by a little bit, it can open up a world of opportunities for you. And sometimes that change, it could even present somewhat of a domino effect, which all of a sudden starts opening more doors and opportunities that you never even thought were possible. So look, like any new habit, embracing change is a challenge. And that's why I created this, because this is a way for every single one of us, one by one, to try to improve ourselves and make ourselves a better person. So keep this video handy. Refer to me, refer to this challenge, and maybe it can help you out. And most importantly, the great thing about change is not only does it affect you, but it affects everyone around you. So the more positive it is, the more positive energy is going around. All right, yo, that's my time. I appreciate it. Thank you for all your support. This is Challenge Yourself. Change, change, change.